In this video, I'm going to talk about the best thing to do to combat inflation. Okay, so here's the deal. There's inflation happening, and whatever the reason, we don't really know. We don't really care. The point is, what we do know is that our grocery bill is astronomical, and we don't like it. Am I right? So what do we do? Well, according to financial experts, what we typically do is try to cut costs. And maybe you've been doing the same thing. For example, cutting beauty appointments, canceling your Netflix. But as it turns out, this isn't what we should be doing at all. What we should be doing is looking for ways that we can make more money in our lives. Now you might be saying, okay, Lindsay, yeah, but if it were that easy, then I would just be making more money already, wouldn't I? Well, look, I get it. As a corporate girl who didn't get a raise for 10 years, believe me, I get it. So what did I do instead? I got a side hustle. Yes, that's right. In order to handle inflation, we need a side hustle. So I did a quick Google search and found a Forbes article on the best side hustle ideas. And in it, it talks about side gigs like dog walking, freelancing, senior care, babysitting, and more. Now, these all sound great, but they don't take into account the fact that each of these side hustle ideas take time away from your family. And I don't know about you, but I want to be able to create a side hustle that still allows me to be home with my daughter as much as possible. Then there are other articles out there talking about ways to make money at home. Okay, that's more my style. They suggest things like becoming a virtual assistant, taking quizzes online, watching commercials, selling your clothes or unused gift cards that you have lying around the house, and so on. My only complaint with those, they are all very time consuming, and the only way to make money is while you're trading your time for dollars. So what side hustle do I think is the best? Creating and selling printables. Creating and selling printables is hands down the best side hustle to make up for inflation, or really in any economy. And here's some of the reasons why. First, you can do it from home or anywhere. Creating and selling printables is super fun. Almost anyone can do it. You can make just a little bit of extra income or grow it to be so much more. It's relatively easy to do with low barriers to entry. And perhaps most importantly, you can make money when you're not actively working. Now, as I always tell my students, creating and selling printables isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. However, it's absolutely something that you can put your time and effort into that pays off big time later, because you can make one printable one time and then sell it over and over again. Let's think about how great this is. If you decide to make printables and you sell only 9 printables every month at $5, that would give you an extra $45-ish every month. That probably doesn't seem like a lot of money, but it adds up to $540 in 1 year. And sure, $500 doesn't seem like a lot, but let's put it in perspective. According to The Motley Fool, if you pay an extra $500 toward a mortgage every year, it will turn a $100,000 30-year mortgage into a 25.8-year mortgage, and it will save you over $13,000 in interest payments over the loan period, assuming a 4.5 interest rate. That just goes to show that a little can go a long way. And that's just if you sell 9 per month. The good news is it doesn't have to stop at $500. You can make much more if you decide that creating a printables business is a serious commitment for you. And I personally can't think of a better way to make extra income than using my creative skills and my computer at home with my family. It certainly beats food delivery and dog walking. If creating and selling printables sounds like the perfect side hustle for you, then you have to figure out what kinds of printables to sell first. So head over to atouchofla.com/quiz to find out what printables are right for your personality so you can get started right away. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.